Welcome to English Corner, Chattogram Engineering University School and College section. Hello my dear students, the freshers. How are you? Hope you are okay. We are also alright. In this global pandemic situation, we welcome you to this online class. Today is my introductory class for the freshers, the newly admitted students for the session 2020 and 2021. My dear students, you know, your session was supposed to be started from 1st July 2020, but unfortunately, for this global pandemic situation, we could not start the class in due time. Now we are going to start our classes, and today is my introductory class. I am very happy to introduce myself here. This is Muhammad Gofran, Assistant Professor in English, Chattogram Engineering University School and College section, 2020. Before going to conduct my class, I want to give you a notice declared from the office. My dear freshers, you have been advised to meet our office assistant, that is computer operator, regarding your registration. I repeat, you have been asked to meet the office assistant for your registration purpose. Immediately, you will meet the office assistant. Second thing I want to draw your attention, that is, you meet our coordinator, Mr. Ayub Khan, lecturer in management, for collecting your diary. So, number one, you have to meet the office assistant for your registration. Secondly, you have to meet the coordinator to collect your diary. My dear students, you know, the science students, we started our journey with the science group, that is in 2000, and business studies in 2009. So we are very much happy to start the online classes with the new batch with you. You know, I was the beginner, that is, from the very beginning I started my job here as a lecturer in English in this sophisticated and aristocratic institution. I started my job here in 2000, and I joined here on the very date 2nd September. So 20 years have already passed here. I've been teaching here English. Some of you who have come from outside, that is from out of this school, you have not seen me, you don't know me. I am from Chittagong, I am from Rangunia, and the name of my village is Shantiniketan. I live in the campus. Today, I shall discuss about your syllabus, about your curriculum, and I shall give you some particular guidelines for your study, how to develop, how to improve your course. Today my class has been designed for the students of class 11, that is freshers, and the subject is English first paper. I shall discuss about syllabus and distribution of marks, designed for the students of first year. you see here, there are two parts here, reading part and writing part. Reading part contains 16 marks and writing part contains 40 marks. Total 100 marks. For first paper, there is a prescribed book from National Curriculum and Textbook Board, that is English for Today. From this book, from particular units and lessons, your question paper will be designed. Now I am going to discuss question number 1. MCQ, that is multiple choice question. Guessing meaning from context. You will be given a text. From the text you will be given some questions and you have to choose the correct answer here. And it contains 5 marks. And you are very much familiar with this question. Question number 2, that is comprehension questions, open-ended questions. You will be given 5 questions and you have to write the answers based on the text. And this is the open-ended questions relating to analysis, synthesis and evaluation. The answer must be analytical. And you have to give the answer to the particular questions related to the context. Number 3, information transfer or flowchart. This is new for you. You didn't practice it at a school level. You will be given a passage, and from the passage you have to complete a flowchart, and it contains 10 marks. When we shall conduct the class, we shall discuss it more. Summarizing. Summarizing, I think you are very much familiar with this. Summarizing, you will be given a passage and you have to summarize this passage, and it contains 10 marks. Number 5 and 6, you are very much familiar with this. Cloze test with clues and cloze test without clues. Rearranging, that is, you will be given some sentences, that is jumble, and then you have to rearrange them. They are not in arranged way. You have to rearrange the sequences. You have to rearrange the sentences accordingly, and it contains 10 marks. So total here for the part 1, that is a reading part, 60 marks. So here in this part, only one thing is new to you, that is information transfer, or you can say that is flowchart. And the other questions 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 and 7 are not new to you. So don't worry about English. Now come to the writing part. Writing part contains 40 marks. Here you see there will be a paragraph which will contain 10 marks. This paragraph you will be given some questions. So based on the questions you have to complete a paragraph. This is very familiar to you. And number 2, completing a story. You will be given 1 or 2 or 3 lines, that is beginning of a story. Then you have to complete the story based on the beginning. It contains 7 marks. Writing informal letters or emails. Informal letters means this personal letters, or emails. You have to give, send an email, that is electronic mail, to your friends, to somebody for official purposes like this. Then this is also familiar to you. Number 4, analyzing maps, graphs or charts. You have been practicing it. I think in your school level you practiced it. Analyzing maps, graphs, pie chart, charts like this. But you have to write here in this college level more elaborately than you wrote in your school level. because you are now students of higher secondary level. Then question number 5 is very much new to you. Here you have to appreciate a story, short story or a poem. That is, you will be given a poem from your book, seen, or sometimes you will be given a poem from unseen. So you have to appreciate, that is, you have to write the theme of the poem in your own English. Theme writing. It contains 8 marks. You have to identify the theme, subject matter, and interpretation of the poem. For example, you will be given a poem. For example, in your textbook, there is a poem, Love and Friendship. There is a poem. You have to understand the poem first, then you have to write the theme. There is a difference between summary and theme. So we shall discuss in our later classes. So we have got a basic idea about our syllabus, that is first paper. First paper contains 100 marks, and there are 2 parts here. First part contains 60 marks, and second part, that is writing part, contains 40 marks. So for this writing part, I want to give you some suggestion. That is, if you want to be a good writer, you have to practice writing every day, at least a paragraph in your own English. Don't try to copy from your book. For example, you can start writing a paragraph first about your mother, my mother. Then second day, my father. Then third day, my grandfather. Then fourth day, my grandmother, like this. And then my family, my village, my school, my college, my country. Like this, every day, at least you'll write a paragraph. And for story writing also like this. Sometimes you students, you want always, sir, give suggestion. No. Suggestion-based study is not good enough. For your higher study, you have to be skilled in writing. You have to develop your writing skill. Sometimes you will be asked to write a paragraph what you have not seen in your life, but you have to write it. So if you are very much skill-handed in writing, then you can write in freehand. That is, if you are very much familiar with some new words, you can write freely, then you will not be anxious in the examination hall. For email or letter every day, or sometimes you can write letters to your friends. You can send emails to your friends, to your relatives in English. Analyzing maps and graphs. For this year, you have to develop your vocabulary. So for increasing vocabulary, you have to read every day. I always suggest the students to read the English newspapers. At least, if you cannot read every day, at least once a week, an English newspaper or English magazine you can read. And from there, books or magazines or newspapers, you will get some new words and write them new words from the dictionary. Every day, if you write 10 words, then you can know the meaning of these words. Your vocabulary will be rich. And if your vocabulary strong, you can write well. Appreciating poem or story, you have to study them. You have to read the poem again and again. You have to try to understand the meanings and inner meaning. And there are 2 meanings, inner meaning and outer meaning. You have to understand the meaning, and you can write theme. We shall practice, inshallah, in future. So, for writing part, you have to practice writing every day. This total 40 marks. If you want to cut a good figure in the examination, you have to practice. There are some students who try to write memorize 5 paragraphs, 5 story, 5 letter, like this. It is not actually a good plan of study. If you want to cut a good figure in the examination, you have to write. You have to practice writing every day. Then, I want to suggest you to buy the textbook first. That is English for Today. class 11 and 12. This is available in the market. It may cost 80 or 90 taka, I don't know, maybe. Then you must have a dictionary, I think, English to English dictionary. It may be the Oxford Dictionary or Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary. It's an asset for you, because in your exam, in exam paper, there are some words you have to write the synonym and antonym of the given words. So if you cannot be familiar with these new words, how can you write? That is why you should have a dictionary, English to English dictionary. Another, number 3, dictionary Bengali to English and English to Bangla or Bengali, you can say. This is Bangla Academy Dictionary. Because our mother tongue is Bangla, whatever it might be, you should know the Bengali meaning of the word. And at the same time, you should know the English meaning of a Bengali word. That is why you can buy both Bengali to English and English to Bengali, published from Bangla Academy. Don't try to buy any notebooks now, not at this moment. No model test. First, we shall discuss some topics. We shall try to understand the text, and then I shall suggest you to buy at least a model test, that is model test paper, for your practicing. My dear students, in this pandemic situation, this informal class cannot make you very much expert in English. But if you become very much active learner in this modern world, if you are very much connected with us, I think it will give you much help for your better study. So don't waste time. You have already wasted months after months without a study. Now, my first advice to you, please don't go outside home. Keep yourself safe first. That is, try to keep yourself safe from this, virus that is, very much familiar virus, corona. Try to keep yourself safe from this. And sit at least 5 hours every day in your reading table, reading room. Be seated in the chair at least 5 hours. 3 hours in the morning, 2 hours after, sunset. None more than that. After opening of the institution, we shall be very much hard nut to crack. That is, you have to study. There is no alternative. You have got admission here in this institution. We congratulate you because you have got chance here based on your result. So I again congratulate you. At the same time, I request you to be connected with our online classes. But don't be connected with Facebook, with YouTube, which may spoil you. This device is good for you. At the same time, it is bad for you. So be careful. You are adolescent. This age is very much serious, dangerous time. So try to make yourself controlled with this adolescent, with this situation, and try to be very much active learner. I hope you will be connected and you will join our further classes. until the opening of the institution, we shall continue our online classes. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Bye, my dear students.